Alright, so in this one, I want to talk about, and this will probably be over some gameplay of just me using ZENKAI teams or whatever meta team that there is, just because I'm fucking tired of using these trash teams at this point. So, trying to use the fun, meta, bullshit, gimmicky ZENKAIs. That's the discussion I want to say. ZENKAIs are going to be here forever, and so will LFs. Now you have to decide which ones are more worth your while. I am here to inform you. Now, you might think, oh, what the fuck does this guy know? Well, for starters, two things. I have a full ZENKAI box at the top of my power level, if you sort by that, which is what typically people that are whales sort by. Full ZENKAI box, even if I count right now, I have 4, 8, 12, whoops, 16, 20, 24, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 ZENKAI 7s. And if you're like, okay, that doesn't really matter, anyone can have ZENKAIs. True. But I also have about, let's see, if I sort by PvP, I have Golden Showdown Top Cut number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1 for anniversaries, and Super Space Time Duel Top Cut from 60 all the way to 45 when I started playing the game. So, if you're also wondering, does this guy suck? No, I've been top 1k probably for, what is that, every 2 weeks. That's 15 things, and there's about 7 more. Probably for about a solid 6 to 8 months, I've been top 1k every single season. So, I think I'm a little experienced to talk about what will be better for you. Now, ZENKAIs or LFs? But the easy answer, ZENKAIs, yes. Nowadays, maybe it'll lean a different direction. But, for now, ZENKAIs. Now, what do I mean when, maybe it'll lead a different direction? As we've seen with Yellow Frieza, Red Cooler, and just a few others, they haven't been amazingly impressive. For example, the big one would be Purple Broly. People thought he'd be LF Gohan, he would be the new LF Gohan, he would one-shot 18, given he still can destroy her, and people don't understand that little fact, because she's just so busted with her everything, she can just destroy your entire team around him. People thought he would be God number 1, no doubt, no question. And he isn't. He's S tier, he's alright, he's not Jesus incarnate, but he's good. He can do what he wants and do what he needs, which is Super Saiyan buffed, go type neutral, kill a yellow, or he can kill a green, he can kill whatever he wants. Now he needs a little bit of time to get those card draw speeds, he wants to transform, he wants to be hit, he wants a lot of other stuff to help him get there, but in the end he can get there, which is the goal of him, right? Obviously you'd rather a Super Gogeta-esque unit that's like, okay, I can two-shot a yellow with my Bardock crits. Obviously, everyone wants that. But then what's the fun in PvP, and where's the balance? We don't have much balance already, so making even more unbalanced wouldn't fucking help the game, now would it? No. Now, discussing LF recently. Let's go to... I did Kid Buu video earlier today. I don't want to talk about him again. Rose. Okay, Rose. Discussion unit here. He's alright. People say he's shit. I say he's alright. Maybe I'm biased. I have more stars. Fucking sue me. I think he's good. Not amazing. Not even top 5 LFs. Not even top 10 LFs, maybe. But he's good. He has the bleed that can do up to 20% damage. Pretty easy to get it to hit and not miss, because I think it procs at like 100%, maybe a little bit less. He has the green card giving it to long animation. That's shitty, yes. But the green card that allows you to go type neutral with the blue card one time. I wish it was more than once, but it'd be like that. And his blue card itself goes type neutral. So, and the green card extends bleed, so it lasts longer, so you get more chip damage going, whether that specific opponent is on bench or in battle. And if you're making 3 opponents bleed, you're doing a lot of damage by just doing nothing. Like, you could sit there and do nothing, and you will, like, get you into 10%, 20%, 30% health, just because bleed is really strong and underrated. Now, his damage buffs are low, but again, the makeup for that would be type neutral, right? His stats are low. The makeup for that is stars. That's the difference. Zenkais have, I want to say lesser and worse, but they don't. They have kits that are designed for specific teams, I would say, more of that. Like, Broly, you need to run him on Super Saiyans if you want him to do damage. You need to. But LFs have more overall better kits. So what do you want to chase for? An LF that has lower stars but a better kit and lower stats, or a Zenkai that has an alright kit, more designed for 1 or 2 teams, then it has decent stats, but it's a coin flip, depending, right? Like, if we compare another LF, it would be, I don't know, who's comparable? Okay. Kid Buu. Yeah, I guess we'll compare Kid Buu. Fuck it. Kid Buu compared to a recent Zenkai, let's say, let's say Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Okay. Kid Buu very much has better kit, right? Like, by a mile. Trunks very much has good damage, and better damage, and more support, and more this. But his kit is so bland. You get blast damage, you get damage inflicted. Cool. Kid Buu gets Vanish back, he gets damage, he gets Ki, he gets card draw on his green, he gets his blue card, I think, is an AoE, he gets cancel attribute upgrades on his ultimate, he locks strikes, he does a lot more. That's the thing you're trying to fight between. And even if you saw earlier's video, which I really recommend you do because it ties in with this topic, Kid Buu is doing really fucking good. He's 2-star. He's not Zenkai buff, no nothing. He's just himself, maybe with Android 21 support, but she's fucking good enough to run, so it makes sense. And even without it, he just does really fucking well. He has very low stats because he's now left. Means 2 stars and all that bullshit, the low stars. But he did really well. He didn't do what Trunks can do, but he did well enough for a character you don't anticipate to pull a lot. My bottom line to this is, don't go for LFs. I know people are like, oh, but LFs, if you have to go for them sometimes because, well, they're gonna Zenkai eventually, right? Like, you have to pull for them eventually. And to an extent, I agree. To a big extent, honestly. You do have to pull for them, because if you don't, how the fuck are you gonna Zenkai them? No one expected LF Piccolo Zenkai, no one has him Zenkai, because what? Who the fuck gave a shit about Piccolo even on release? Not really. It was Frieza people cared about because he was just better. You could argue he wasn't. I would say he was, by a mile. Even LOE was worse off, but he was just better. That's the thing. You had to just play your cards right. And I know there's no really right way to play a card right if you don't know what's coming. Which, it's just a scenario where you just kind of hope maybe these New Year's banners that we just had, where it had Majin Vegeta as the newest, it had VB, and it was the 3KCC guaranteeing LF per multi. You gotta just hope for the best. But chasing them individually, no. Let's say you went for Gogeta Blue, you didn't get them, and then you just went on this new banner, this bait banner, literally is a bait banner, and you got Gogeta Blue after 15k crystals. Sorry to say, but that was stupid. That was very stupid. 2 reasons. 1, Gogeta Blue will come back. 2, he's not even desired or necessary or even a real choice on your God Key or Fusion or all that. Like, sure, you can run him on Fusion, I guess. You have better options. You don't need a yellow. God Key, you have better options, and that's really it. Saiyans, you definitely have better options. So, in those scenarios, you wouldn't do it. On their own individuals, you wouldn't do it, and they will come back. I guarantee you for anniversary, LF, Future Gohan, LF, maybe I could see it happening, could be off, Kid Buu, and LF Gogeta Blue will most likely come for anniversary banners. And anniversary is what? 2 months out? So, I would just chill if I were you. And now, to discuss another thing real quick, because it does tie in to your crystals, Legends All-Star banners are baity. Again, discussion is Zenkais or LFs, but Legends All-Stars are the same exact fucking thing. Like DKP, you might think he's overwhelming, he's a god tier, blah blah blah. Unless there's a banner that is just like Goku Black and Cell, where you know 100% these units will like fuck your day up, don't. Just dailies, 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 goodbye, that's it. The only thing you should really be doing dailies on is the Zenkais for Red Namek Goku, and then Blue Broly, Scouter Vegeta, and Green SSJ Broly. That's the only ones you should be doing dailies on, but if you really want, do dailies on the All-Star banners, and that's it. Truly, there's nothing else you should do. And those Legends Limited rate up banners that has all the sparking Zenkais on it. That's also good too. I pulled like 3 LS from that, and I almost got my Piccolo to 7 stars from it. But yeah, bottom line, don't chase LFs, go for Zenkais. Even if Zenkais are getting like watered down, I guess, nowadays more than they were when 18, Gohan, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3, Purple dropped. They're still the best things in the game, so you might think they're not getting as much, I was going to say respect, as much love that they were, but they are. They're still the best. You can't, like, downplay that. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And Super 17, by the way, is not an exception. He's good. He's not the newer Zenkais, and he's not the older. He's a good mix. He's a good balance between what a good Zenkai should be. Just so you know where I stand on that. I'll see you guys in the next one.
修行の足しにもならん。